I am a spirit carrying around a body through the will of the mind. I have a unit that processes perceptual information. Thanks to that unit, I am able to identify as something different than who I really am. This is in fact very useful because only in this way I can have a unique experience in this specific cosmic simulation. But for this to make more sense, we need to backtrack to my origins. Before embodying this organism, which has all these strange feelings, emotions, sensations, preferences, I came from a realm of unity. This is hard to describe from the illusion of separation that we created together so we can have this experience. However, if you use the power of your imagination, you can glimpse onto this reality as well. There is a word that describes very closely the state of beingness in this dimension. The feeling of love. Now, this word has been used in reductionist ways to mean something exclusive and specific to the point that it defeats the measure of its power. It is often used in comparative scenarios to determine the value of something or someone, and it leaves behind the thing compared to, reducing its full potential to a conditional love. I prefer the word beauty to describe this dimensional state. For when we say that something is beautiful, it shows the perfection of it by the simple state of existing in its own radiance, different than the rest not by comparison of value, but by the sheer uniqueness of it. Where my spirit comes from, everything is beautiful, everything has a purpose, everything simply is and we admire it without predilection. Here in this state, loving everything is inevitable. Without polarities, there is no other choice. But choice is what creates us, what increases our knowledge of the self. Without choices, we are everything in the nothingness. This is the reason we created this false reality, as a school for the choice whereby beauty is hidden from the limited perception of the primitive mind. Where I come from, time flows in all directions, and all possibilities exist and are perceived as different coordinates in the planes of existence. But space is unchangeable, and experience is not possible. Similarly, in our illusion, space flows in all directions, and the possibility of moving through it is limitless. But time is unchangeable, and our actions cause ripples in the fabrics of the cosmos, only to come back to us as waves of energy, so we can experience what we create. This has been called karma. There are fundamental mechanics by which we spirits decide to embody a limited complex of separation within a collective organism, to experience the illusion of division, and play the dice of infinite phases when seeking the root of our beingness. An all-encompassing beauty and love. We have agreed to deceive ourselves to be seen as separate from each other, and some of us are so good at this game that we convince ourselves of the false individuality we possess in this plane. Some are so efficient at it that when they leave this illusion, they continue to live as such in other dimensions. These beings we still recognize as our brothers and sisters, but they don't. We travel these dimensions with them, always extending our loving hand to them to bring them back to the fold of the cosmos. Some remember, but others don't, and so they persist. Through the dimensions of existence, they continue until the light is so bright that they cannot hold the lie they have been telling themselves, separate from us. And so, they join us in eternal love and light. But it all starts here, at the bottom of the spiritual realization of self for the other self, and the choice is what defines us. The illusion presents us with the unique chance to continue in it, believing ourselves separate from the other selves, or to remember who we are in unity. The empowerment of the soul, in this dimension, comes from potentiating the selection of separation or unity. Every human day, as we call this energy body, has infinite amount of choices we can potentially make, and all of those count towards the potentiating of the spirit in one direction or another, to serve the self or to serve the other selves. Some of us remain comfortable in repeating the same patterns that result in the same choices, with the same results and the same experiences. Others are open to new choices, different results, and random experiences. There is no right or wrong in our selections. Those are illusory concepts by the primitive mind. There is only direction of choices and who they serve within the grand scheme of this brief human life. These are the experiences we came here to have, to increase our knowledge of the self in the darkness of the spiritual nights, working by starlight and fumbling with our own steps. We all seek to pierce the veil of forgetting that was drawn upon us when we incarnated the human mind and body. We all seek to remember who we are before the maternal womb. We all seek the eternal light from where we came from. You are made of this eternal light yourself, and it is your choice to radiate that light to others in the same quest, or keep it to yourself. No matter your decision, this life will teach you at the individual level all that you need to learn for future explorations in the illusion, so you may find your way back to oneness. You are light. You are beauty. You are love. And you are loved.